This example will demonstrate when we have an amplitude that is different than 1, along with a b value that is different than 1. First thing is we need to find the period, which is 2 pi divided by that b value, which has a b value of 4. 2 pi over 4 is the same as pi over 2. I'm going to highlight my midline. There's no midline change. And cosine starts at the maximum, which is now 2 units above the midline because of the amplitude being 2. And then pi over 2 later, it will be at the maximum again. Halfway between 0 and 2 pi, halfway between those two maximums, we will be at a minimum. And then halfway between the maximum and the minimum, we will be at midlines. I'm going to connect, or I'm not going to connect yet. I'm going to continue creating all of my points. And then I will connect all the points. Now this is going to be smushed horizontally. So it'll be condensed horizontally. And it's going to have a vertical stretch to it. So there's a couple of different dilations that are happening here, making it a little bit more challenging to graph in one clean curve. So you could see that I started sketching a little bit, and that's okay if you have to do that too. Okay, number 6, if you want to give this a try, this one's going to be a little bit easier because, you know, when it has that fraction in there, even though we have to use the fraction to find the period, we're going to get whole numbered pi's here because it's going to end up stretching our sine or cosine curve. So if you want to try this one, I encourage you to do that. Before we move on completely, let's put the amplitude as 2. The period is pi over 2. And let's not forget where that midline is. That midline equation is y equals 0. Okay, I'm going to work on number 6 right now. So number 6 is going to have a period of 2 pi divided by 1/2. We have a midline at y equals 0 and an amplitude of 3. So sine starts at the midline, and now 4 pi later, it will end at the midline. And then halfway between 0 and 4 pi, the graph will be at the midline. Halfway between the midlines, we're at a maximum of 3 units above the midline. And halfway between the next two midlines, we are at a minimum of 3 units below the midline. I'm going to continue that pattern with my points. And then I'm going to try and draw so that I've got that concave up happening and then concave down happening. And there's our graph. So the amplitude is equal to 3. The period is equal to 4 pi. And the midline equation is equal to 0. Now you might be thinking, okay, I've got this. But I want you to see the next example is going to be using degrees. So our theta axis is going to be in degrees and not in radians.